Okay, we're back. We just had a couple of edits for a long first segment of 14 minutes. So we're on part 2 now, and we're talking about building a pattern. Root 2, 3 on the bottom string, 4, 5, 6 on the next string up. Okay? And when we're looking at the ER long root 2, 3, that would be over here on the caged modal circle. By the way, for you who get a little confused with the arrows, here's the caged modal circle. If we're starting on E, good thing about circles is no matter where you start on them, they still work the same. Skip 2 and we go to the C4 as the next string up. So string 1 would be your E string. Skip 2 when we play the C4 is the A string. I'll call it the A string. No matter where you are on that string, even if you made that string a mile long, it would still be the A string. Skip 2 and we go to the E string shape on the 3rd string, okay, which is the D string. Skip 2 and we go to the C string shape on the 4th string, which would be the G string. So let's look at that. And skip 2 there, and then we go to the G string shape, which coincidentally would be the G string, the 4th string. That's the string that the cutout's going to occur. That's the string where we make the decision which way do we want to go. So if I'm going to do it in the key of C here, down here, because it's easier for me, but this fretboard has to be replaced. I'll get to that. So root 2, 3, then we have the C4 string shape, 4, 5, 6. Okay, E root string shape is root 2, 3, C4 string shapes 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we go to the E string shape is 7 root 2 on that 3rd string, the D string. Now on the G string, we're going to do a C string shape right here. Okay, then we have a choice, but if you play this note, you've made that choice. You're not going to play the open string. The cutout would be if we went 3, 4, now we're going to go to that string shape right there, which is 2 below the other one, which is an A5 string shape. 5, 6, 7, right there's your A. The red A, the second one from my finger. That was easy because I had the chart there. Okay, and then back to the ER string shape. Now when we look at the relationship between these string shapes here, and I did want to get up to the fretboard here. As we're going up in the string, so say we started on root 2, 3, okay, and the root 2, 3 is going to be, these long guys here are the modals completely. Okay, I have them for also for the Mixolydian, but guess what? The arrangement of this is not going to be, here's Mixolydian. If I'm in the A box, uh-oh, my duck alarm went off. So what that means is I always think of, I don't want to be like a quack, like a quack pot. So I'm going to take the time to explain to you the difference. There's 2 ways to look at the modal chords. Okay, one way is the way they're written here. The other way is to look at what's 1, 4, 5 in each of the cage positions. So let's look at the short. Let's look at the short cage up here. Starting on a C position down here, where my open C shape would be, but it's actually 2 whole steps below your C. So what's 2 whole steps below C? It's a lovely A flat. So, by the way, while we're on the C shape, I want to show you that what's the fourth of A flat? D flat. But it's an E shape. Notice how I barred it and I'm doing an E. Here's a regular, here's an E shaped C. Here's your E shaped E. What you have, E shaped C, bar it into an E shaped D flat. So notice that if I put Mr. Cape on, it'll probably be easier. Okay. C, the fourth of C is F, so this is an E-shaped F here. Okay, because when you look at E-shaped E or real deal E and take it up just one, bar it, it's still an E shape. So here's your E shape, F, and the C-shaped root. That's why the fourth of the C shape is the E shape. Okay, the fifth of the E shape is the C shape. You can also say that when in 1, 4, 5 in the key of F, it still sounds good because we're not playing the fourth or the seventh in that key. When you work in triads and even in pentatonics, you can switch the fourth and the fifth like that. So you can say, here's the root, here's its fifth. Okay, and then the fourth would be. Okay, so that's the name of that tune. We're going around in the regular circle of fifths. Okay, each of in the short cage system, we're usually looking to play 1, 4, 5 in that system, in that cage. Now we're going to go to the A cage. A-shaped C, 1, D-shaped, fourth of D of A is D, D-shaped, F, fourth, and E-shaped, the fifth of A is E, E-shaped, G, 5. Okay, so here we did 1, 4, 5. Here we did 1, 4, 5. In the next cage up, okay, in the A cage, now in the G cage we still have 1, 4, 5. 1, fourth of G is the C-shaped F, and the fifth of the G is the D-shaped G. Okay, so in the short system we stay in 1, 4, 5, but in the modal system that I'm looking at here, the way that I charted this out, I found it might be a better idea to stay on the safe side and play the local modal first, fourth, and fifth. This would make people like Eric Haugen very happy because he loves to get into a minor key and look at the second minor as 1. So its fourth would be a major and its fifth would be a minor. So I did that. Now it's a little difficult to see the difference because with the root 2, 3 box, okay, we've got 1, 4, 5 anyway. So the first thing we start out with local in the Ionian, the local 1, 4, 5 is 1, 4, 5. Okay, but when we go into the D box, all right, so we skip 2, we're going this way now for some reason. We start, the 1, 4, 5 is D minor, G, A minor. You see that A minor? So in the D box on guitar, when we're looking to that D box, and I happen to have one that's one whole step below your E, so it's easier. I'm going to play an E minor shaped 2 minor, and then it is still in the D box here,